Hey, what's going on, everybody? Joel Santiago here. I want to thank you guys for taking the time out to view this video. If you're watching this, you're on my email list, or you've been following me on social media. Either way, you guys have stumbled across an opportunity of a lifetime. If you guys know me, I've been looking for something over the last 6 months, really to plug my network into it, something that's going to allow you guys to earn some passive income with very, very minimal risk, and can be very lucrative for those builders like myself that want to share it with others and looking to earn compensation for those of you guys that like to build. Okay, so before I get into it, I actually got an interview with the founder of this company. But before I get into that, let me ask you one question. If you guys had $100 and I told you to invest in this particular platform 90 days ago, about 3 months ago, and today that $100 investment would have been doubled, would that be something that would have been is of interest to you? Again, I repeat, if you invested $100 into this particular platform 3 months ago, that investment, without doing absolutely anything, not referring, not selling, not doing flips, not exercising, or any of the requirements to get the income, you can your income, your investment would have doubled. Okay, so if that's interest to you, well, guys, we've literally stumbled across an opportunity of a lifetime. We've been beta testing this particular program since early June. Around late April, early June is when it began. And again, since this program is launched, we have literally seen daily profits. We'll be sharing the proof with you guys because they're very transparent with this particular program. We see analytics every single day. So we've seen daily profits with this particular program, very conservative, safe as well. And in the course of 90 days, my daughter's right there knocking on the window. But in the course of 90 days, we've seen investments double. And again, this is doing absolutely nothing. It's just simply plugging into the system, letting the system do what it do, and it do what it does. And it's been awesome the entire time. So now, after on the sidelines watching, doing my due diligence over the last 3 months, it's now time for me, my team, to really build this and take it to the next level. Again, it's a new launch. There's no selling required. If you guys are tired of selling, if you're tired of recruiting, you don't have to do any of that. It's a passive income opportunity. However, for those of you builders like myself that like to share opportunities with others, we do have an affiliate component that pays awesome, very, very awesome referral compensation plan. There's income earned daily. And the transparency that I've seen with this company is like no other. You know, it's an amazing corporate staff, leadership that are on the front line. They're not standing behind anything. YouTube personalities or anything like that. There's a real ownership, real founders, real traders, all of which you guys can get in contact with. And I've even had the pleasure of meeting the founder himself. Had an amazing interview with him, and I'll be sharing that with you guys here in the next couple minutes, immediately after this. But if you're watching this, the time is now. You know, the time is now. The opportunity is like I've never seen before, and I'm 100% committed. My flag has been planted, and we officially, me and the team are officially launching in the next 48 hours. So if you are watching this, you have the first mover's advantage to get back in contact with me or anybody else that's sharing this video with you. Get started, get involved, make your investments, and let's get to it. Project 10K has officially started, so I'm going to end this video right here, and I'll allow you guys to watch the interview with myself and the founder. I ask all the questions that you guys want to ask, and then after that, I want you guys to get back in contact with me so we can get started, or with those that referred you. I apologize for rocking the camera a little bit, but guys, I'm excited, I'm passionate, and I'm ready to kill this. So I hope you are too. See you soon, and see you on the inside. Hey everybody, Joel Santiago here. I want to thank you guys for taking the time out to view this video. This is actually take number 2. Me and my special guest here, Johan, just got done doing about a 30-minute, 45-minute segment, and we didn't record it. So we're going to try to get through this as quickly as possible. But if you guys have been following me, if you're part of my list, and you've been on the fence waiting for the next program for me to introduce the network, well, this is it. I've done, my due diligence. It checked off my list on everything, and I'm truly, truly excited. I've never seen anything like this before, and you guys are really stumbling across the opportunity of a lifetime. So real quick, I'm going to go right through the messages because I don't want to waste any more time of this. Of Johan's time, and I want to get this information to you guys. So if you guys don't know, you're going to know now. Joel Santiago, as well as my network, we're 100% committed to launching this new program that has been up and running since late April, fairly small. But what we're about to do we're about to take it to 10,000 people over the next 30 days. We're going on a 10K run. So you guys have an opportunity to be part of that. But for those of you guys that don't want to recruit, don't want to pitch anybody, you just want to put your money in something that could potentially produce a return, well, this is for you. This is actually the primary reason why I went in this direction, was because I know that everybody's not like myself. They don't like to build, or like Clinton Marks, my partner, and Sherry Marks, that are building massive organizations. But the majority of you guys that are watching this video don't want to recruit and want to be able to put your money into something that, again, potentially produce a return and is minimize the risk as much as possible. So guys, I stumbled across MTI, which you guys will find out here shortly, probably 2 or 3 months ago, when I seen my good friend, industry legend Clinton Marks, promoting it out in South Africa. Now, when I seen it, right away I was attracted to it. But again, I don't bite on anything unless it checks off. First things foremost, I needed to see who was behind the company. Who's the man behind the company? Are they integral? What's their history? What's their intention? And is this somebody that I can run with? If I can't, if they don't check out with me, then there's no bothering looking at the next thing. The number 2 is the industry. Is it an industry that's booming? And it's Bitcoin. If you guys know me, I've already said this many times before. In my opinion and in my belief, Bitcoin will be a $1 million coin, maybe billion. You never know, but $1 million coin one day. I don't see it going anywhere but to the top, even when it drops. Okay. So with that being said, I wanted to be able to find an opportunity that I can get involved with to help grow my Bitcoin, as well as my clients and customers as well. So it checked out for that. Number 3, can anybody do this? Is this something that anybody can get involved with anywhere in the world? Yes. And number 4, do you have to do backflips? Are there requirements that you have to meet in order for you to get paid? And the answer is absolutely no. So again, if that's what interests you guys, the meeting is upgraded. Okay, unlimited minutes. Okay, are we still recording? Just making sure. We are still recording. So with that being said, guys, if any one of these 4 pillars, as I call them, appeal to you, and if you're listening and I got your attention so far, we're going to jump into these questions right now. But without further ado, guys, it is with honor and great pleasure that I introduce to you the founder of MTI, Johan Steinberg. Is that how you pronounce the last name? Johan Steinberg?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, great. Johan is the mastermind behind this. But what I love most about Johan is I can relate to him. If you guys know me, I use the analogy of superheroes, and I tell people that my superpower is that of Apocalypse. Despite Apocalypse is a bad guy in X-Men, Apocalypse's power, he has the ability to enhance the power of those around him. So it didn't matter if you were Storm or any one of the other mutants, what your power was. When you came around Apocalypse, he enhanced your power. And for me, what I do, I'm not the smartest, the strongest, or any of that, but I've managed to find the people that are stronger where I'm weak and enhancing them by playing my role. And I think you've done an excellent job doing that, Johan. So I commend you for it. And again, thank you for your time, my brother.
No, thanks, Joel. It's a great pleasure.
Awesome. So let's just get right into it, because I've already spent 45 minutes of your time. What is MTI? We might as well get into number 2, which is, when did you guys launch? What is MTI? What's it about? Okay,
so yeah, MTI, it's a company I launched in April this year, 2019. We basically merged the world's 2 biggest industries, the Forex, normal Forex currency market, and network marketing, 2 very exciting and massive industries. And I found a way to integrate the 2 in a way that I believe has not been done before, with a compensation plan that is lucrative for the guys that want to go that route, but also for the little guy that only's got $50 or $100, he can get started and build his way up you know, through the process, and eventually earn a passive income through that. You know, there's no requirements or things that you need to achieve in order to earn daily, or to participate in the trading. I cannot say you earn daily, because some days there's negative trades, but the majority of the time there is a profit every day.
That's awesome. So expound a little bit about the system. You know, I got $100. I invested $100 in Bitcoin. I use the platform. I put it in there. What takes place?
Okay, so first of all, we're a Bitcoin deposit. Everything happens in Bitcoin. You deposit and withdraw in Bitcoin. Although when you on the trading side itself, we trade the normal forex instruments, euro, USD, yen, that kind of thing. We actually trade 27 different currency pairs, and the base currency of the forex system is in Bitcoin. So if you make a deposit into the trading pool, we'll trade the forex markets for you, but your money stays in Bitcoin. So you have the added advantage. If the Bitcoin price goes up, and I firmly believe it will over the next couple of years, you get the benefit of your Bitcoin value, USD value, increasing with that increase in the Bitcoin price. And in the same time, MTI's job is to increase the amount of actual Bitcoin that you have, regardless of the USD price. So, you know, since we started trading, the average average month is around about 12%, actually about 12.2%. And yeah, as I said earlier, you know, for the guys that come from the high income yield type profit scam market, they feel it's absolutely ridiculous, you know, 12% a month. But give it to the guys from the normal financial sector, it's massive. You know, in a world where we see negative interest rates, 12% a month is absolutely huge.
Yeah, that's an incredible return, you know, and I see a lot of the stuff that's out there that you talk about, and I'm sure my viewers can relate. You know, I've lost money. You know, some of my, you know, partners and colleagues have lost money. I had somebody sent me something today, you know, trying to pitch me and, you know, offer me something to look at something else. And the first question I asked them was, who's behind it? And then their response was, you can get 300% return, you know? And I'm like, well, I mean, you know, just because it shows up in your back office doesn't mean that you're making that income. But yeah, that's what's out there. That's what's plaguing the industry, is these companies that come in, there's nobody behind them. You know, they may hire a YouTube personality or somebody to spark the fire, and then they bring on a couple thousand people and they take the money, and then, you know, next thing you know, no one's to be found, and you know, these people lose money, you know. So when I seen this and I seen the returns, I mean, I'm blown away. I mean, 12% on average monthly since April is, I mean, that's really, really strong, you know, and anybody that, you know, knows about investing and would know that as well. You know, anybody else, as you said before, they've, you know, they're still breathing in the fluff from some of those other programs, but they'll soon realize that that's all it is fluff. You know, so got that question down, and I think you did an amazing job answering it as well, which is how it could be advantageous to the little guy. We gave an example before. I would like, if you don't mind, to give that example again, because again, 99% of my viewers, if not all of them, have $100 in Bitcoin or can get it, given they see an opportunity they can sink their teeth into. So let's just speak hypothetically. If Clint would have sent me the information a couple months ago in April, and I would have jumped in full-fledged then and invested my my $100 when I first had seen it, then what would I be looking at now? And actually, you actually answered it, which is a 12%, which is close to, give or take,
12.2% average. You know, so from April to now, you would almost have doubled your Bitcoin. You know,
that's crazy.
Not the dollar value of it, the actual amount of Bitcoin. If you had 0.1 of a Bitcoin, you will be very close to 0.2 of a Bitcoin. And on the upside, you know, since April, it was $3,000 and now it's 10,000. So in dollar value, you would have made a killing.
That's amazing. Okay. And how many hoops do I have to jump through to get that money? If I'd have made that investment, how many people do I have to refer? How many flips do I have to do? How many push-ups do I have to do to get it?
No, none. You're just an investor.
Of course I'm being silly. But I see a lot of these programs that are out there. You know, they just make it that much more difficult for get what I believe is entitled to them. You know, so that's pretty much it that I have. Is there anything else that you want to add before we close out, Johan?
Yeah, no, not really. You know, the system is straightforward. It's specifically designed to be sustainable. If we don't make a profit this week on the markets, end of the week, there's no binary commissions. Simple as that. You know, the money must come from somewhere.
Absolutely.
It doesn't come from your deposit and that guy's deposit. And, you know, some weeks the binary commissions will be a lot more than other weeks. It all depends on what happens on the actual trading side of the business.
I love that. No, I love that. An honest program. If there's no money, then there's no money. You know,
right.
There's got to be money being made in order for money to be dispersed. But again, this platform is truly amazing. So Johan, man, again, I want to thank you for your time. It's been an honor connecting with you, meeting you, and I'm freaking pumped right now, man, because this is what the industry has been waiting for. And if you know what's out there right now, there's a demand for what we have here that is not being provided out there. I don't take shots at anything. I just know that there is a market, there's a demand, and you know, we're here to meet it. So Johan, I thank you for your time. For those of you guys watching this video, get back in contact with me for more info. For those of you guys that got it from somebody else, get back to them. Guys, jump in. Let's get to it. Project 10K has commenced today, and I'll see you guys at the top. God bless. Talk to you soon. Peace.